So I'm just now kind of doing it again, refining the method, you know. Sorry about those other two videos. My phone's new. I don't know how to operate it quite right. It's been a long time since I had a good Galaxy device. And so it's let me look. Let me look. 2 blocks Gulf wax, a little bit of Vaseline, some beeswax here off of eBay. Just some. Doesn't smell the same as the candles I had, but it still smells like beeswax. So 2 chunks of this, a couple of candles mixed in, some Vaseline because I use some of this old stuff because it's too soft. So I always change my method, but sticking with paraffin and beeswax and a little bit of other odds and ends. Put a little bit of 3-in-1 lubricant in it. A little bit of 3-in-1. Sit in my pocket here, hopefully it doesn't cut off. A little bit of 3-in-1 lubricant in it, and Vaseline, beeswax, and paraffin. And you'll just have to play with the formula to see how you do it right. And got it set up like over here. You just set them on in. Keep some distance between them because if you get 2 of them butted up like that, they won't apply lube right. You have to have them like about like there or a little bit farther. Just play with it. You can't really go wrong. If you gotta remelt the wax on the bullets, it'll kind of mess them up, but you can get them right. Kind of a last ditch effort. If everything really goes bad, just stick it back in the melt pot and start from scratch. Lead's still good, the wax will burn off, and you'll get another bullet out of it. So something like that. Try to get it on a level surface here, so that way the wax doesn't go heavy one side and light the other, so all the grooves get covered. Try to make sure all your wax is completely melted before you do it. To do that, gotta get a stir stick or something to make sure it's all the way through. This will work. I've been playing with this last weekend. Yeah, so there's no chunks in there anymore. It's all mixed up nicely. I dip it in, pull it out, let it cool, and you can see it's got a sheeny surface because of the wax applied onto it. And you smell it. It's got a little bit of a nice beeswax smell to it. You're just gonna have to smell beeswax to get a hold of it, you know. But I'm gonna stick that over here. I'm gonna get me some gloves real quick. Let's see, do I have any? You're not gonna get, basically what I'm gonna do now, from this double boiler, I'm gonna pick it up very carefully, bring it over here, pour some in here, pour some in here, step side and pour some in here, and then you let it sit until it solidifies naturally. Do not stick it in the freezer or refrigerator, because if you do that, excuse me for the fan noise, I've got a hood here, but if you turn that off, look it. If you stick them in the fridge or freezer, the wax will be like the granite or the Great Fall of San Andreas. It'll crack real bad down in it. So see, I know you can't see much here. Yeah, let me see if I can set you somewhere. I don't have camera holders, so I'm just gonna have to kind of do my best here. So that is in reference to the first pipe plate, right? Yep. Okay, cool. You'll see the port here. All I do is take them out of the bullet mold as cast and pan load them. I don't size them because it's 45. I want to try it without sizing it. That's enough. That's enough. If you have uneven pans, you may have to stick a little more in there. Stick it back in there, let that off, and then as you'll see, it'll set up fairly nice. I'll just let it run to show you how it sets up.